Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I am here to plan out next week, which is Monday, June 10th through Sunday, June 16th. And I'm going to be using this like leaf kit from Oh Hello Stationery Co. I've had this for a really long time, so I don't know if they still have this in her shop, but you'll get to see how I use an Oh Hello Stationery kit to plan out my week. I also, as always, made a few of my own stickers. So my habit tracker sticker, these were the ones from last week, and then my workout stickers. And then I also grabbed a little bit of washi. She does make strips to go on the bottom of the page that match perfectly, but I'm gonna add some washi in as well because I felt like this was a little bit simple. So let's go ahead, let's do that first. Let's do the washi on the bottom, move the sticky notes up a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna use this little one just to test the sizing. I'm just trying to see how much other washi I can fit with this. So I really like this washi. I feel like the colors go with it, and I like the phrase. I grabbed this Simply Gilded, which is a skinny one, but I thought, well, the green might be a little bit too bright. This one, the color matched pretty well. It's kind of blah. And then as always, I grabbed my white Simply Gilded because you never know and it always matches. I think though, I might just do these two. I think that will fit. So I mentioned this before when I use her kits, but she does make 2 strips that will fit at the bottom of the Erin Condren. However, depending on the pattern, sometimes I like to only use one and then add in some additional washi of my own. It helps me use my washi collection, first off, but it also switches it up a little bit instead of having just that one pattern all on the bottom. And depending on the kit, some of the patterns does actually look better with both, but for these stripes, I figured it would look better to throw in some washi. The one thing that does bother me sometimes with her kits is she'll just throw the whole pattern on the whole thing. And then depending on the pattern, it makes them all look very different. Like all 4 of these strips all are different. Now these 2 were pretty close, which is why I picked both of them, even though you can see that Charlie got to this one a little bit. Charlie likes to chew on things. Okay, and sometimes it happens to be stickers. Really, she likes to chew on plastic. And so if I leave the stickers in the plastic where she can get to them, this is what happens. So anyways, I think I did a decent job. I might cover up the chew mark section with one of the decorative stickers later on when we get there. So let's go ahead and do the sidebar. These are the to-do lists. So I mentioned this before, but I do make my own habit tracker sticker. I will link the video below where I talk about how I make it, as well as I also talk about other options for habit tracker stickers, whether it's you want to make them yourself or you want to purchase them. All right, then do our kits come with, do they have any habit tracker? Oh, she does have habit tracker stickers. So I talked about this last week, but one of my monthly goals is to pick something from the productivity bootcamp class that I took and make it a focus for the week. And I didn't include it in my habit tracker stickers because I wasn't sure what it was going to be until it was a little bit later in the month. So I'm just gonna use a habit tracker from the kit that I'm using, and this is gonna be for my productivity focus. Definitely cuts down the number of to-do options that I get at the bottom, but that's okay. So let's start with the top. So the first 2 boxes is how I spend my morning time. If you saw my last video, I talk about my morning routine. And so you'll see in that video kind of where the extra time in my morning falls between the time that I wake up and do a couple things until it's time to start, getting ready for work. So I like to go ahead and plan how I'm going to spend that time. Although you'll see on Monday, it's just gonna be sleep in because the Tonys are tonight. And I know that I'm gonna go to bed late. So when I'm using a kit that has 4 colors, which happens to be a lot of kits, it feels like 4 colors is like the norm, I will do 1 color per column. And so I focus each day on 1 color. It just ends up looking more aesthetically pleasing at the end of the week. Okay, the next 2 lines is how I spend my lunch hour, which for most of the week is going to be working out with the exception of Wednesday. I have a lunch meeting on Wednesday. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my workout stickers on all of the days except that one. Okay, and then on Wednesday, I'm just gonna put one of these pattern stickers for lunch. I feel like all the sticky notes always get in the way. I have not come up with a good system to mess with that. So then what I'll do is I'll take the full box decorative stickers that come with the kit and I will fill those in to mark the time that I am at work. So I'm gonna put this one here because it's the only one that's got a little bit of orange in it. And then I'm gonna put this one here because it's kind of that same dark green. And then this one here, even though it does have Charlie's chew marks on it. Now I'm gonna do this one here. And this one here. Okay, now let's start with the evening time. So this is when I do start to operate really in the hourly, like I follow the hours on the planner. I follow the structure of the hours. Let me take that back. I change the hours. So instead of this being 2 p.m., it's 5 p.m. That's when I get off of work. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it ends basically at 10 o'clock. So usually if I'm coming home straight after work, I will leave 5 to 6 empty. That just allots for the time for me to commute home, unpack my stuff, and get ready for the evening. But I am going to mark something on Monday during that time slot, just as a reminder, more so than anything, and that is that I'm going to try and work on my phone-free evening. So one of my monthly goals is to have one night where I stay off my phone during the evening, and so that's gonna be on Monday. And then I'm also going to dye my hair. It's been in bad shape for a while, but I'm finally gonna get around to doing it on Monday. And then I'm going to finish cleaning the storage space. So I started doing it this weekend and I made progress, but I ordered more plastic bins to go into the storage space. You'll see this as part of the weekly blog. I decided that in order to better organize it, I wanted more of these same bins that I already own. They're just from Amazon. So I did a decent job and I cleaned through a lot of stuff, but I need to finish putting stuff in bins to put it away. So I ordered more bins on Amazon and they should be here Monday, and then I can finish the storage space. And then I leave 9 to 10 blank most nights because Sam usually gets home around 9, and then we kind of just hang out together and have some us time. So then Tuesday I'm going to Jenny Craig and Trader Joe's. And that usually takes about 3 hours total. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use one of these checkbox stickers and I'm gonna cut it because I'm also gonna go to the library, which is right by my Trader Joe's. Oh, you know what? Yeah, okay. And to pick up a book that I have that I was on the waiting list and now it's ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these 3 and then it'll be the library and Trader Joe's and Jenny Craig. I don't know that I like it in the middle like that. But her paper, oh, you gotta be quick. Okay, and we'll just leave that blank. And then I usually try and take Tuesday night as my bubble bath night where I have some me time in the bubble bath. I'm trying not to take my phone with me, just relax a little bit. Wednesday, I'm going to take a workout class after work since I can't work out during lunch. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that there. And then after the class, I'm gonna do some editing. So let's go ahead and put this here. Perfect. Okay. Thursday, I have like a thing that's basically the whole evening after work. So I wish I had a full box sticker. I guess I can just do a half box and do it sideways. So every summer, the actuarial program at my office, which even though I'm not an actuary anymore, like that's not my day job, I still get invited to the actuarial events, but we have an annual reception. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that with a sideways half box. It starts like right after work and goes the whole evening. Okay, and then Friday, I'm gonna go take a dance class, but I just realized that I don't have another one of those green workout stickers. Okay, I have a lot of extra workout stickers from past kits. Let me see if this green is pretty close. Yeah, this will totally work. I didn't totally realize until just now that I'm working out twice on Friday, but that's okay. So the class is at 6:15, so I'll have to leave my office at about 5:30. but this isn't even actually marking all the time. I'm actually gonna put it at 6 because it goes from 6:15 to 7:45. Then I don't get home until like probably close to 8:30. Okay, I'll just put it here. And then I think what I'll do is cut one of these decorative stickers. Oh, jeez. And use that to kind of mark off the rest of the evening because it's pretty much all by the time I get home, I'm gonna like shower and then relax. So I'm just gonna use this. Did I cut that straight on the bottom there? It's close enough. You can't tell as much because of the white background. It's kind of awesome. All right, and then on the weekend, let me go ahead, I'll put the weekend sticker down. I'm trying to decide. I don't really want to cover up the washi because I don't want to cover up the word amazing, but I also like, well, you know, I guess it's okay if it goes into the weekend space a little bit. I don't, especially 9 to 10 on the weekends, I'm not usually like, I'm not doing anything super productive. And we don't have any plans for next weekend. Like I have no plans for next weekend, except, okay, that's a huge lie. I don't have any evening plans is what I meant. The only plan that I have, I need to finish my presentation for Plancation, and then my friend from high school is having a birthday party Saturday afternoon, but I'm not 100% sure what time I'm going yet, so I'm not actually gonna plan that quite yet because I'm not sure if I'll go right when it starts or if I'll go a little bit later, and I'm also not sure which sticker I'm gonna use until I'm ready to plan out like the whole weekend. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little decorative sticker down here, partially to cover up Charlie's chew mark and partially to take up this extra space because the reception, the actual reception goes until, I wanna say 7:30 or 8, and then there's always like a happy hour afterwards. So that's just gonna cover up that. I might put one over here too, just to kind of balance that out. I like it. Okay. All right, before we go in with the pen, let me put down a couple like, oh, not this sticker binder. This one? Oh, actually I do need this one. So let me put a bubble bath sticker for Tuesday. And then I need this one. Yep, I want some sort of drink sticker to go here. I have a lot of options. It also will kind of depend on the color. I want something that's kind of this, the color's kind of odd though, huh? Let's see what we've got here. I have all drinks mixed in together, so some of them are coffee and then some of them are alcohol. Okay, so it doesn't look like I have anything kind of in that color. I think I might just do one of these like wine glasses because this is the most like neutral. Okay, and then, oh, actually, which binder is it? I think it's this one. I want something that's got like a little house or like a little, one of these little cleaning things to mark when I'm cleaning the storage unit. Storage unit is a generous word. It's not that big of a space. I'm gonna use one of these little trash bags. Perfect. Okay, and then the only other one I want to mark is this editing on Wednesday night. Okay, now it is time to go in with the pen, and I'm actually gonna go in with one of my newer favorite pens, which is this Tool. I'm not 100% sure how to say this. We got this at Go Wild from the Office Depot booth, the C. Jane Work booth, and I love the way that it writes. So that's what I'm gonna go in with on her stickers because they're super smooth and it's fun. It's nice to write on them. Oh, I messed that up. Oh. Don't put the sticky notes back on the stickers, Laken. It ends up being a huge mess. So my question today is for those of you that use weekly kits. How do you decide what weekly kit you're going to use? Because for the longest time, I would base my weekly kits on the color of the month because I've always been in a colorful Erin Condren. And so the color has always been a big part of the week, like back in the vertical on the headers for each of the sections. So I would always pick a kit that went with that color. So like this kit I picked back when I was still in a colorful, and the June color is like this teal, like this dark teal. So I was working on my kits for the second half of the year, and there's just so much freedom. Now that I've been using a neutral weekly layout, when there's not a holiday or a special occasion, how do you decide what kit you're going to use each week? I'd love to know your thoughts on it. All right, that is it. That's all I've got set up so far for the week. I am still gonna have to figure out my weekend. It's not happening today. I need to get through the rest of this weekend first. But I really like this kit. It's very summery. I'm not sure how I feel about this orange. Like, I feel like it's kind of random. I mean, there were other stickers I guess I could have used to make it feel a little bit more like predominant. It doesn't totally fit in my opinion, but that's okay. I still like how this week turned out. I can't believe that it's already Father's Day. I guess I could have used like a Father's Day kit. That would have been how I could have picked a kit for this week. Because I mean, even in the old neutral, there were these little flags that but you can always cover those up. That's a lot easier to cover up back compared to, like, you know, the vertical colorful. Like, there's the color here, and then there was the color. I covered a lot of the headers, but there was still a lot of color to deal with versus in the neutral, there's the concept of the neutral, right? Like, and there's no color to deal with. All right, I'm gonna quit rambling. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning. Just ends up looking more aesthetically pleasing. Why can't I ever say that word? Then compared to, like, you know, oh my God, I can't even think of what the words I'm trying to say is.